Welcome back, guys, to another Dragon Ball Legends video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the newly released Legends Limited Goku's abilities, as well as the trailer for him, as well as the first ever Jackie Chun unit that we have gotten in Legends. So with that being said, and with the dog barks going crazy, let's go ahead and get into this reveal. Alright, we got Jackie Chun right here coming in. His art looks pretty standard. It's about what you would expect, to be honest. Nothing too crazy on the art. Nice little Kamehameha. He does look pretty saucy. I do like his little movements that he's doing here. Not bad at all. And then he gives us the little peace sign as he heads out. And we do obviously have the LFDKP right there that did come out a couple weeks ago, which is when we did get the reveal that we will be getting another Legends Limited character during this campaign, which is this Legends Limited Youth Goku. Not gonna be lie, I wasn't really looking forward to this DB campaign. I saw a lot of people saying that like once we get through the full campaign, like DKP is gonna be looking really good and everything like that. But, I mean, even if that is the case and DKP comes out of the campaign looking pretty strong, we're a month away from anniversary at the end of the day. Like, this banner, I don't see it competing with the anniversary units. So, the animations at least are pretty good with this. They're not bad. The Ozaru right there looking pretty spicy. Pretty spicy Ozaru little cut in right there. And we got Goku landing with a nice little post to win it off. Another peace sign for us as well. That is going to be the upcoming banner, and highly recommend that you guys skip it, because I don't think these units are going to be lasting us too far. I think post the end of the month, especially once we get closer to the anniversary, these units are going to definitely be kind of gone. But hey, I mean, if you're a big DB fan, you might as well summon for it, right? So to start off, we have Goku, who is yellow. And he is like some family Saiyan Kids Dragon Ball weapon wielder in Dragon Ball Saga. Yeah, it's to be expected for him. His Z ability is strike attack and strike defense, as well as a bonus to blast defense if you're tag DB. That does let us know that he is probably going to be a strike focus unit, which is what honestly a majority of units are. I can't really remember when we had like a blast meta that lasted that long. We definitely had like a couple blast units that were released, but honestly at a certain point they're kind of all just forced to work on strike, because it just feels like there's only strike units being released. With that though, his strike card does have blast armor, and on hit all arts costs are -2 for 10 seconds. Nothing too crazy there. He does have blast armor, which is always nice, but the fact that his cost reduction is on hit is not that good. Now, special move, he's not doing anything too crazy either. He draws a card on activation, gets 60% special move damage, 30% of which is uncancelable, as well as getting a -5 sub count, which is actually pretty prevalent. That can help him out a lot on the Dragon Ball team, especially with all the switch-in buffs that they have going. That's going to be very, very good. His green card is where his main gimmick is going to be coming in for a majority of the game, and he's getting a card as well as 15% health and 50 ki. But the main thing is that he's restoring his Vanish gauge 100% 3 times. That is going to make him very slippery to catch, and he's going to be able to get a lot of priority with that. So, especially with the new changes to the battle system, this should be a very, very good thing for him to be able to perform. He's also getting key protection for 5 timer counts, as well as cover change null. Always nice to have some of that. His ultimate is giving him massive damage. On activation, it's giving him 50% ultimate damage, as well as giving him endurance for 3 timer counts. And if there's a defeated battle member, he gets an additional 30% damage, which for some reason is not uncancelable. That is not a good choice, I would say. I think they should have probably made that uncancelable. Even the activation, I think, should have probably been uncancelable. The endurance, that can be removable, but everything else should have been uncancelable. And on hit, it does destroy the entire enemy hand. It does get blast armor on charge forward. Pretty standard stuff from his arts, nothing too crazy. Let's take a look at his main ability now. He's drawing his ultimate, he's getting 30% health, 50 ki. A couple of other changes there, as well as giving the enemy +20 to cost for after 25 timer counts have elapsed. Standard, not too crazy there either. If he gets the buffs, that he gets a bonus buff when there's a tag Dragon Ball battle member, he's getting 30% of his unique gauge, which now confirms that he has a unique gauge. He has 270% damage, pretty good. 150 damage guard, 50% gear recovery, card draw, strike, and blast stars cost -5. And if he has at least one other Dragon Ball ally battle member, he gets 20% damage and 10% guard. That is all uncancelable, and I mean, the 20% damage and 10% guard is good, but I don't think it's enough to restrict him to Dragon Ball, which I think is good. He's not restricted to being only run on Dragon Ball. You can run him on his other teams, and that's always a good thing to have. He has that flexibility. But he does get a little bit of an extra amp, and that's where he's going to be at his peak, coming out of the gate with 290 inflicted as well as 160 damage guard. Pretty solid. His first unique ability is on entry. He gets a card, he gets health, he gets key, he nullifies cover changes, he gets a Dragon Ball, he has minus enemy draw speed, and then if he uses a strike or blast card with a defeated battle member, he gets key and strike damage plus 20% for 10 timer counts, and he gets uncancelable draw, putting him at level 2 card draw. This is very strong, but it does require defeated battle members, so there is that to keep in mind. And when on battlefield and the enemy uses a special move Ultimate Awakens, he's getting his health back, increasing their cost, making them do less damage, locking them in for 5 timer counts. And when he's hit by an enemy arts, he also is getting damage, reducing their key once, and both of those are resetting on switch. That is not bad. Definitely not bad at all. That's gonna stack up pretty heavily. If he's, because this is on every enemy arts, that's damage is gonna stack up a lot. And he also has the key to kind of lower your combo potential as well. And then on top of that, even if you try to kill him with a big attack, he's going to be making it do less damage while healing himself. So it's a lot of stuff that he's doing here, especially if you, like, let's say you vanish, you get a combo going, and you decide to ult him, you get locked in for 5 timer counts with no vanish, unless your ultimate restores vanish. When the enemy health is reduced, when his health is reduced to 0 by an enemy attack, he does get indestructible. Absolutely amazing. That was something that the Dragon Ball team was looking for sure. And he's getting unique gauge charge rate plus 100% after he is popping the indestructible. He cancels when not to be downgrades, nullifies everything, destroys the entire enemy hand, and gives him -50 key. Not too crazy of an effect when the indestructible pops, but he does get the unique gauge charge rate. That's like the main thing that's pretty good there. And after the indestructible itself ends, he gets 50% of his health back and nullifies element disadvantages. This is all very good synergy as well, because once his indestructible goes away, you switch him out, switch him back in, he's getting health from his entry buffs as well. So very good synergy in his kit here. His special cover change, he has effective against strike parts, he combos into blue. And then his unique gauge is an attack type unique gauge. And when it becomes full, he draws up to 2 cards if he has 3 or less. Gets 20% health, 50 key, 40% damage. Nullifies special cover changes for 5 timer counts, protects his hand for 15 timer counts, which is very, very insane. And charges his own key, or not charges his own key, he charges his gauge every time he uses a card. It's consumed entirely when Indestructible activates. The interesting thing is, popping the Indestructible will allow you to charge his gauge again, which means you can get a total of 80. So the way his gauge works is you fill it up once, then you get these buffs, right? You get the 20% health, you get the cards, you get the key, you get the damage, and you get the protect hand. However, once you fill it up again, could be consumed on the Indestructible, and you can fill it up again, which will fill up at double because he has 100% from the gauge, and then you'll be able to get this twice. So you're getting 80 from here, plus the 20 that you get from the Dragon Ball, so putting you at like 370 something. 270 plus 220, 290 plus the 80, yeah, like 370, give or take. 360 is what he's gonna be at, because this plus that, it's just a straight 100. 20 plus the 80 is just straight 100, so he's gonna be at 370. So that's pretty good. 370 damage, level 2 card draw, a lot of stuff going for him. He has key protection, he has card, he has indestructible, a lot of value. Definitely a very solid kit that they decided to give this guy. He has very high damage cut as well, but at the end of the day, the main thing to keep in mind too is he is on Dragon Ball, which has gotten a lot of buffs and is going to be a very good team, but the question is for how long. So I would say wait. His banner's not going to be going away for a while, so I would say wait to summon for him, see if we can get some more anniversary news and stuff like that. By the time anniversary rolls around, this guy's banner is going to be on the 1X or gone, and I just don't see this guy's team lasting the anniversary, to be honest. We don't know what Jackie Chun does yet. Once we do get some information on him as well, maybe that'll change stuff up. But as of right now, I mean, as good as he is very good. I don't think it's worth your Chrono Crystals, especially with the anniversary being so close. But those are my current thoughts. Let's see what he looks like in game. This is Wise, signing out.